guys, welcome back. Sorry I haven't been posting. But this is part 7, I believe. Um, so without further ado, let's get into the video. You lay down on your bed thinking, tonight after everyone's asleep, meet me outside. Isabella's words rang, rang inside your head. What could she possibly want to do? Maybe kill you right there? Dying, dying doesn't sound so bad. The stress was really getting to you. I should have told Ray, or Emma, or Norman. What would they have done? They probably know what to do, you thought, covering your face. After you believe everyone has fallen asleep, you swung off your blanket off you, and tiptoed to the door. You silently creaked the door open and left. As you walked down the stairs through the dining room and to the door, you were bracing yourself for what was going to happen. As you stepped outside, you saw Isabella holding a lantern and humming a tune. "Oh, good, you're here," she said with a smile. You slowly made your way to her, trying to keep your cool and not freak out or run. "What's with the serious face? Don't frighten my child. I'm I merely want to show you something." Isabella said, turning around and walking towards the forest. As you followed, she kept humming the tune. It was dark. Provoking the pro- the only thing provoking light was the moon and Isabella's lantern. You could hear your footsteps, and the wind blowing, blowing leaves all around you. You felt uneasy, but it seemed a okay, a okay time to ask a question. "Mom, why did you want to become a mom?" You said family mis mustering is enough courage to ask the question. "Why, yes, I did," was the only sentence she said. You both reached the fence and Isabella stepped over it. You were hesitant. "Oh my goodness, what a good child you are. Even after knowing the truth, you still don't want to go near the gate," Isabella praised. "It didn't make you feel cheerful like when she praised you when you got a good score on the daily test." You hopped over the fence and kept a safe distance from her. "Are we really just food?" you asked. It was a stupid question, but sometimes doubted doubt this is the truth, and every child in the orphanage was meant to be eaten by demons. "Yes, it's all you are. That's it. Unless you become a mom," she claimed. That was the answer you expected, but she secretly hoped she'll say this was all a sick prank, and Carney didn't actually get killed and was living a happy life with a new living family. Isabella made it to a halt, and so did you. In front of you was a large, smooth wall. Do you want to know what's on the other side? Isabella said. You made a unsure face. Isabella pulled out a bag, and inside the bag was rope made made of ties, pieces of clothes. Climb the wall. You slowly walked closer and reached your hand out to take the rope. Taking one glance at the wall and others at the near tree. You climbed the tree and began to wrap the rope tightly around. When it was secured, you hopped off the tree and walked a few feet backwards. Isabella moved out of the way for you. You ran as fast as you could and scaled the wall until you were flung over it. As you took the rough landing, it took ra- you took a as you took a rough landing, rubbed your face and felt the wind blowing through the air. Your hair was blowing through the air as you sat on your knees and stared at the forest below you. But there wasn't only a forest. You stood up and carefully made your way to the edge of the wall. A cliff. It was like a black hole. You couldn't see a single thing down there. Your eyes widened as you stumbled back. You it looked like it went down to the core of the earth. You see, my dear sweet YN, there is no way your plan will work. This orphanage to is meant to make children live their best lives before meeting their inevitable fate. There is no possible way to cross the cliff without using the bridge. That's why I want you to give up. This is a path of pain and suffering, and I wish the best for you, all of you. Isabella said, holding out her hand for you. Become a mom. You stared at her with a deep look of sadness and sorrow in your eyes. It was sad, really sad. You looked back and forth between the cliff and her. The cliff. You could jump right now, and all of this suffering. You rubbed your eyes to see if you were seeing things, if you were seeing right. You pinched your arm to see if you were dreaming. Nothing. This was real. This was reality. That's when you relaxed your shoulders and looked down to the grass and the field. Okay, you said sadly. Okay. Everyone settle down. I have some great news. A family decided to adopt the YN. Isn't that wonderful? Isabella said, placing a hand on your shoulder as you stood there with the most forced smile you could make. Sister Crone was standing next to you, giving you a creepy glare. A few of the children were crying, a few were congratulating you, and the five who knew the secret, the faces were full of shock and their faces went pale. Ryan is getting shifted. Emma whispered. No, it can't be, Gilda said, covering her mouth. Why? Why now? Don said, clenching his fist. Norman stared there, eyes widened, op- opened with the face of someone who clearly didn't know what to do. And Ray? He was angry, really angry. Ray asked, listener, um, I might post the other part 8. Um, but I think I'm gonna finish this one like whenever I can. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Bye, Moon Bears.